Well, hello. Okay, so the last video, Francis Ferdinand gets shot down here in Sarajevo, remember? Yeah, and he gets shot by this group called the Black Hand, which is from Serbia. And the whole issue is Austria is going to take over Serbia and then eventually all of this. Remember? Austria declares war on Serbia. Even though technically it was a terrorist act, okay, it doesn't matter. They still declare war because, I mean, you shot the prince, right? So, sorry. So, what ends up happening, I'm sitting on my shirt. It's like pulling. Okay. So, what ends up happening is Russia. Serbia freaks out. Just look. Austria, Serbia. Does it feel like Serbia has any chance? Like, I'm not being rude to Serbians in the whole world, okay? But we haven't talked about Serbia yet in world history. And they're just a baby little country. And I mean, do you expect them to be able to win against Austria? Not even just Austria, the Austro Hungarian Empire? Eh, probably not. So, Serbia asks for help from Russia. Everybody knows that Austria and Russia have both been eyeing this area down here to take over. Everybody knows that. Again, ever since this area down here got their independence from the Ottoman Empire, everybody knows that Austria wants to take this over as well as Serbia. All right? So Serbia goes to Russia and says, "Oh my gosh, help us. Austria is coming." Russia, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to move that. Russia is like, all right, Austria, we declare war against you. And then Russia starts sending some troops down to Austria. Austria is going to have to split her military to fight a little bit here on the Serbian border, as well as to come up here and fight Russia. No big deal. Because Austria and Germany are allies, you remember that alliance? Okay, and don't freak out. I didn't mess up here. We have two alliances. Okay, we have the Triple Entente, which is made up of Great Britain, France, and Russia. And then we have the Triple Alliance, which is a piece of hair in my eye. Ow, which is made up of Germany, Austria, and Italy. It's okay. I know you're like, wait a minute, it's red. It's okay. Okay, so Germany, they're the big dogs. They're the militarized country. They're the country who's been like inventing all kinds of new weapons, right? And so Austria has those weapons too. Serbia feels like they don't stand a chance. Austria is not concerned about the fact that she's going to be fighting on two fronts. When you're the word front is just where you're fighting. Okay? So if they're fighting Russia, they're fighting on one front here. If they're fighting Serbia, they're fighting on a southern front here. So right now, Austria is fighting a two-front war. They're fighting Russia up here, that's one front, and Serbia here, two fronts. Again, Austria is not concerned. Usually, you don't really want to fight more than one front because that means you have to split your military. That's not usually what people want to do. But Austria is not concerned. Serbia, they're like, psh, we got this. And Russia, okay, listen, I'm not being rude to Russia either. They have started industrializing, yes, with Peter the Great, but they're behind. Technologically speaking, they're behind. They do have some railroads that come in here, not as many railroads as everybody else has. All right. The railroads are going to end up being a huge big deal for the countries that have them in World War I because you can just back and forth real fast. Russia has railroads, but not as many. All right. So Russia isn't quite as technologically advanced. They certainly don't have any of the new inventions we're going to talk about in the next video. All right. So again, Austria is not concerned about having to fight this two front war. So Russia declares war, puts some troops here ready to attack Austria, and Austria goes ahead and starts fighting Serbia and Russia. Okay, this war should have stopped right there. Should have stopped right there. But we have this system of formal alliances. Here's how the formal alliances work. If you ask one of the members of your alliance to join you and help you, they have to enter. If I have an alliance with my parents and we're fighting you, okay, and you and I, we're fighting, right? And I look at my mom, but I don't say, Mom, help. She doesn't have to come in and get involved. But see, in a formal alliance, if you're like, oh, and I'm like, Mom, help, my mother has to come fight. Are you with me? Kids every year. What if they don't? Well, that doesn't look good. That you're not willing to go help your country. Guys, unfortunately, the way countries look in the world matters. Okay. So what happens? Well, nothing really, except you look like a scaredy cat, you look weak, and everybody's going to want to conquer you. Okay. So that's going to be part of the issue. Well, Russia is in an alliance with Great Britain and France, right? Russia looks at the alliance that Austria is part of. Austria is in an alliance with Italy, okay, and Germany. Russia's not concerned about Italy. I'm not being rude to Italy, but Italy is a baby country also. We just talked about her unifying, all right, in last, what was it? Yeah, last week. And so she's a baby country too. Russia's not worried about her necessarily. Russia's worried about Germany. Russia starts sending troops down to Austria to fight Austria in order to help Serbia. Okay? They also do this. They also send troops to the German Russian border. Now, the troops that are sent to the German Russian border are not going into Germany. They're not like invading Germany. They're not attacking Germans on the border. They are stationed on the border just in case Germany does get involved in this war. It's precautionary. It's just in case. All right? It doesn't mean it's happening. It's just a what if. Germany doesn't take that well. Germany's like, Russia, get your troops off our border. Russia's like, Germany, I mean, they're on the border, but they're on our side, so it's okay. It's like when I was in the car, when I was a little kid and we were going on like long trips and like, wait, which way do I go? I don't know which way to go. Okay, this way. Like, this side of the car was mine, right? And my brother's side was over there. You know what he would do? He would do this, crossing my side of the car. Is he really touching me? No. But is he doing this and crossing my side of the car and getting close to my face? Yes. Uh-huh. I feel like that's kind of what's happening here. Russia, and I'm not knocking Germany, guys. You know I love Germany, okay? But Russia is on her side of the car, but doing this. I'm not touching you, even though she's close. And Germany's like, quit touching me. Are you with me? I get it. I understand. Does it make it right? No. Does it make it weird? Yes. But Germany is like, Russia? We ain't playing. If you don't get off of our border, there's gonna be some issues. Germany's like, or Russia's like, Germany, we're not doing anything. It's just a precaution. And then Germany declares war on Russia. Russia's like, what? Ah, oh, crap. That's exactly what we didn't want to happen. So now Russia is like, okay. So now we're at war with Germany. Okay, again, did Germany jump the gun and declare war when she really probably shouldn't have? Yeah. There are other things going on. There are other power struggles. There are other economic struggles. There are other issues between the monarchies here. But, all right, worth going to war over? I don't know. Okay. So anyway, Germany declares war on Russia and Russia pees in her pants. She's like, oh crap, we're in trouble now. Because Russia's not sure she can take Austria and Germany. That means Russia is going to have a two-front war as well. She's going to have to split her military, and some people are going to have to go fight Germany, and some people are going to have to go fight, what is that, Austria. Okay. And Austria and Germany are the two like big militaristic places. See, we've talked all year about England having the strongest navy in the world. Navy. Is this a naval battle? Uh-uh. Infantry. Germany has the strongest infantry, what we would think of as like Marines or Army at this point. All right. So Russia is a little concerned. Germany has a plan. Oh, I just totally skipped something. Erase that plan. Psst, erase it. I just skipped something that's huge. So Russia is very concerned. Russia's picking up her phone and she's calling France and she's calling England and she's like, hello, nobody's getting in touch with me because England and France don't want anything to do with this war. See, Russia is calling for help. Hey guys, can one of y'all declare war on Germany so that Germany has to split her military also? If then she split fighting over here and over here. Well, France and Great Britain don't want anything to do with this. They're like, this is a war that is stupid. This is a war that was like because a guy got shot. Like, what? Seriously? No, we don't want to be involved. So they're not like answering the phone. Eventually, Russia decides to write a letter, okay, saying like an official, will you help? Which means France and Great Britain are going to have to help. The letter is not described. The letter is addressed to France. Kids every year are like, why would you not send this letter straight to England, the stronger of the two countries? If one of those countries is going to publicly ignore a cry for help from their ally, England, Great Britain is the one that could get away with it because Great Britain is so powerful and such a big empire. Nobody's going to look at Great Britain at this point and go, you don't want to help Russia? You're so weak. Nobody's going to look at them that way because they're so strong. So Russia is thinking, okay, France is kind of like the little brother to England. So if we can pull France into this war, England, Great Britain is going to feel like she has to come in. Does that make sense? Okay. So a letter is written. The letter is going to have a little bit of an issue getting to France. It can only go through land. Well, it has to go through Germany or through Austria, right? Or it has to go through all of this mess. It's going to take forever. Or you just send it on a ship from up here in St. Petersburg down around Denmark right to Paris. That's the plan. The problem is you have a Russian ship, okay, sailing through German waters. Look at this. That's Germany, guys. All right. And so this ship, this Russian ship gets stopped and by the Germans, and the ship gets what is it? Searched. Well, the letter is found. A letter that is formally asking for France's help to fight Germany. Germany declares war on France. France is like, what? 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 And Germany's like, well, Russia sent you a letter inviting you into this war and you would have had to come. So we're just jumping the gun again. We're just going to do it. Okay, again, guys, listen. Oh, my eyes are itching like crazy. Allergies. There are other things going on. Okay. Germany and France, if you remember, all throughout like this whole semester, they've been butting heads for a long time. Ever since the medieval period, they've had issues. Like they've just kind of had issues. The stereotype of the French at this point is like the weak, girly men, right? They're weak. They're not going to do anything. Meanwhile, the French have a stereotype of the Germans that's all like brutish and like, oh, right? So they just have this very, feeling about each other. So Germany's like, we declare war on you. France is going, why? What do we do? Germany's like, well, Russia's sending this letter. And France is like, yeah, but we didn't get the letter. Right. But if you had got the letter, you would have had to join this war. Well, right, Germany, but we didn't get the letter. So if we didn't get the letter, we don't have to join the war. I love Germany, but are they jumping the gun? Again, there are other issues, but so we now have Russia fighting Germany and Austria. Austria is fighting Serbia, okay? France is at war with Germany. Okay, this gets so confusing because World War One, everybody is not at war with everybody. In actuality, it's a whole bunch of tiny little wars all at the same time. France will never be at war with Austria. They have nothing to do with each other. France is only at war with Germany. Germany is never going to be at war with Serbia. They have nothing to do with each other. So it's kind of weird how when you really specifically look at who's like at war with each other, it's complicated. You're probably watching, I hope you're watching this video and going, okay, so Russia's at war with Germany and Austria. Okay, Germany's at war with, like, it is complicated, guys. I totally get it. But it's about to get more complicated because Germany has a plan. It's called the Schlieffen Plan. The guy who came up with it, General Schlieffen, that's his name. That's his last name, General Schlieffen. His plan is this. There are two railroads that go directly to, what is that, Paris, from the capital city of Berlin. Okay. You have a northern route, which is a little more scenic. And then you have the straight route. Boom. Yeah. Okay. Here's the plan. Germany doesn't really want to split her military into two to fight on two fronts, to fight Russia and to fight France. Here's the Schlieffen Plan. Germany is going to race over to France on the railroads, using the railroads, okay? All their supplies will be on the railroads. The troops will be transported really, really fast. They're going to take their military straight to Paris. They're going to nail Paris. The whole German military, which at this point is stronger than anybody else, like on foot, they're going to just boom, run over France. Once they take over France, the plan is to turn around on the railroad and go straight back over here and send the whole military to fight Russia. Good plan? Brilliant plan. There are some issues. What if Russia invades over here and there's no military? The cities that were over here were evacuated. All right. So if Russia does go ahead and invade over here, it's okay. There's no cities. The people have all, well, there's cities, okay, but there's no people. The people have all been evacuated. Germany can deal with rebuilding once the war's over. All right. Plus, like, if they evacuate everything, there's not going to be animals or food or anything like that for the Russians to use for supplies. There will still be shelter, but that's it. Okay. So anyway, this is a great plan. Plus, the Germans kind of let it leak what's going to happen, and they let it leak on purpose because British spies say, hey, France, we've heard about this plan. The Germans are going to race over on the shorter railroad. You need to be ready. The French are going to send like their whole military right here, ready to go on this railroad. Yeah? Except that's not where the Germans are. The Germans are taking the longer railroad, which seems so weird, but there's a reason. There is a train that is sent from Berlin, and it stops right about here. Okay. This train is only filled with supplies. And I'm sure a few troops, okay, a few hundred or maybe thousand, but the rest of the, not French, the rest of the German military is up here. And here's the plan. When they race over on the railroad, they will surprise the French. They let the plan leak on purpose. They want the French down here. They want them down here so that the Germans can come up behind them, take over Paris, attack the military from behind, get on that supply train, and simply turn it around and ride it all the way back, never having to stop to pick up supplies. Genius plan. Strategy wise, oh my gosh, so smart. Problem is, it's not going to work. It's not going to work because Germany does that. They send the supplies here. The French fall into this trap. They're all right here. Okay. The Germans are up here. Everything's great until they enter this border right here. This is Belgium. Okay. Belgium is in an alliance with England. The Germans, whenever they enter Belgium, they're like, hey, we're just going to ride the railroad into France to take over France. Do you remember when I told you Napoleon Bonaparte was going to attack Portugal and he walked through Spain to get there? You can't do that without the permission of whatever country you're going to go through. Germany enters Belgium to attack an ally of theirs. Belgium is like, whoa, you can't come into us to attack our friends. And Germany's like, ah, crap, we don't have time with this. We're just going to take you over. So Belgium is now German, basically. Belgium just got invaded, all right? So that Germany doesn't have to slow down. Well, at that point, Belgium goes to England. And they're like, dude, Germany just invaded us. Germany isn't down here on this railroad. They're up here on this railroad, and they just invaded us. Where are you, England? Why aren't you helping your friend, France? Why aren't you helping Russia, your ally? Where are you? Belgium is like, we need help, England, and you're the only country who can do this. Finally, England feels pressure to join this war. England declares war on Germany. Okay? It's going to take England time to get ready to go, but England declares war on Germany. So now we have Germany, who's at war with Russia. They're also at war with France. They're also at war with Great Britain. Okay, and of course there's Belgians who are going to be fighting them as well. Austria is at war with Russia and Serbia. Russia is at war with Germany and Austria. And Serbia is at war with Austria. Okay, and I know this video is going long, but we've got to get one more little thing done. Look at Italy. If you go back to this picture that I showed you, look, the first picture that I showed you in yesterday's video, Italy is green because Italy was part of the Triple Alliance with Germany and Austria. But if you look at the one I'm using today, Italy's not green. Italy is red because something happens. Italy switches alliances. Italy says, oh, we're not with you guys. And they switch their alliance. They declare war against Austria. And they're going to help fight against, Austria and Germany. Okay, so now Italy's going to send troops here to Austria, as well as some troops up here to help France fight Germany. Got it? We also, obviously, because Serbia is with Russia, have Serbia now involved with this alliance of Great Britain, France, Russia, Italy. And something else happens. Look at Bulgaria. Look at the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire sends word to Germany, and they're like, if we help you fight Russia, what do we get? Germany's like, we have a plan, the Schlieffen plan. We don't need help. And they're like, yeah, well, still. The Ottoman Empire is going to attack Russia from the south. All right. What they want is total control of the Black Sea. See, the Black Sea right here is controlled by the Ottoman Empire here, Bulgaria here, Romania here, and of course, Russia up here. The Ottoman Empire says, okay, so if we come in and fight on your side, can we have this up here? Control of the Black Sea. Freya, no. Sorry. Germany's like, okay, cool. The Ottoman Empire also wants some of her land back down here, like Greece. Okay. And Greece will eventually get involved here, but don't worry about it. Okay. So we now have craziness. We have all new alliances. The Triple Entente and the Triple Alliance, they're gone. We now have new alliances. We have what are called the Allied powers, the Allies. They are in red. Led by Great Britain, you have Great Britain, France, Italy, Serbia, and Russia. Then over here on this side, you have the Central powers, because look, if you like turn the map, I can't do that here, but if you turn the map and if you look at this, they're in the center between Russia on one side and then Great Britain, France, Italy, and Serbia. All right. So you have Freya. So you have the Central powers here in green, and then you have the Allied powers here in red. And why did this war start? What? 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 It's pretty crazy. Yeah? Just wait. Bye, guys. See you later.